everybody. Rick again, Window Film Revolution. We're working on this Hummer H2. I figured I'll just do some videos. It's some videos on several of the windows. So this is the H2T, which means truck. So the back window is the roll down window, just like you'd see on like a Toyota 4Runner, Sequoia, a couple other things. Now, I've already measured the back window. It measures 50 inches wide by 14 tall. This is actually a little bit taller than 14 because I cut this piece off for the quarter windows. But let me run this down. And in this video, I'm just gonna show how to cut it out and install everything. So I don't know how long this is gonna take, but we're gonna hand cut it and put it in. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll this up, which will just make it easier for me to walk around with it. All right, now we're gonna go to the back of the truck and get this part ready. So I got a stool here, climb my butt way up here. Now, all of this has been cleaned, the glass has been cleaned and wiped off. Now there's still crap right here because the window went down and back up at some point, so let's wipe that off one more time. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up here again. And see, this has been wiped multiple times, look at all that. And in all honesty, this can also be cut out from the inside. And I cut the quarter windows out from the inside on this one. And but I decided I was gonna do this one on the outside so I can get my top cut dead nuts. So I'm gonna get this out. Okay. I'm just gonna verify. All right, the clear line is facing me, so I just have to make sure of that. So let's drop down in here. And there ain't nothing fun about these daggum Hummers, or these H2s. Well, the original Hummer's not fun either. Get that there. Now, the problem with cutting these out is just not a lot of room to work, to do anything. Like, I'm just trying to get this below the bottom of the seal. So, it's not fun. All right. And get that down. Okay. Now, we are past the seal. Trade legs. So, I'm going to go ahead and get this locked down. Now, once I get it locked down, I'll take my marker and I'll mark the edges. I'm gonna mark the bottom also. Let me get the markers right to find. I'm gonna mark the bottom first. Okay, now we're gonna push this. Now, I don't have to go all the way to the top for this mark because this is a straight edge. All I gotta do is know where it's at. So I can go to right there and just be totally fine. So that's marked. Now, okay, and that's marked. Now, I'm going to try to curl this bottom up to where it faces me. I have an assistant inside of the truck. And assistant, go ahead and tap this down just a bit. Keep going. Again. One more time. Stop right there. Thank you. Alrighty. Now you can do this by yourself. Just at that point, I would have had to get out and go tap it down just a hair. So, let me go ahead and make sure that's all flat up against the glass. And make sure there's not going to be any pressure points that are going to cause any creases or anything. So I just moved that pressure point up higher. I'm going to come do the same thing here. I'm just going to move the pressure point up. Okay, now I'm ready to do my cut. Oh, got my knife. I thought I didn't have my knife. All right, so we're gonna push it in as far as it'll go here. And I'm just gonna lay down on the job until I get more closer to the center. All right, so I'm using my finger to feel the exact edge where this is at. All right, so I'm making my cut. And I'm using my finger in front of the blade to keep the film on the glass. We talked about that in another video. You don't want the film to come off the glass while you're cutting. All right, so we're cut all the way to there. Pull away from the window when you're taking this off. And again, away from the window. And assistant, tap this up just a hair. Tap it again. One more time, right there. All right, so it is sitting in the spot that I need it to be. Make sure I get my feet on something good. Now, one thing I can do, we can actually lay this here like that, and we can just cut out, we can cut the line on both of them at the same time. We just got to line up the marks. So we'll put that there, and marks are lined up, even there, so I can squeegee. There's that. Now here's my mark that I did with the marker. So, go ahead and make that straight cut. Get that off, put that out of the way. Now I'm gonna go ahead and make this look a little prettier. And I'm cutting both at the same time. So both sides are getting cut at once. Now, we can also do the same thing here. We can put this here. And this is just, I don't know if you'd say it saves time or not, but. So, we'll take and hit the curve here. Follow this straight across, and this doesn't really need to be shrunk. Maybe after we get it in, it might. Now notice I didn't cut through that hoop. Put it up there. All right. Now. Is this looking better? All right, that looks good. Now, the inside has been prepped already. So, now this is a pretty wide piece of film, and I don't want to be trying to go in and out of that door holding this big, huge piece of film just like that. So I'm going to roll it up to make it easier for me to get from here to inside of the vehicle. We're going to roll it like this. So we'll start here. Now this edge doesn't matter, it's going to be down below the seal, so if you're looking at that and say, well, that's not straight, it doesn't have to be straight, it's not going to be seen. Alright. And like I said, we're gonna just do a final squeegee right here. Wipe it down one more time before we do the squeegee. And let's go ahead. Now, if you're not familiar with this tool, this is the Blade Cryos. I absolutely love that thing. All right. We're gonna do our final squeegee. The edge of the glass is down just a bit, so that's good. Now that we've done the final squeegee, let's go ahead and spray it. I like to flush the edges, flush the bottom. Now this is flushing, but it's also getting plenty of slip below the seal. Same thing here. Now I'll go over the whole thing. Now we can see about getting this in. Now, if you watch some of my other videos, you may have seen me use this technique before, and it's just called the slide roll. So, unroll it. And as you're unrolling it, you go ahead and now, as you're unrolling, you need to get the clear liner out from the bottom. You don't have to, but it's going to be a booger to pull it out later if you don't do it now. So we're going to pull this back and slide it this way. Keep this out of the way again. And we're going to ease it. Let me go ahead and try to get that sucker in. Okay. Push it over some more. Now we're cooking the gas. And lift this up some more, pull this back, slide it on down. Alright, so let's go ahead and slide this whole piece. Now, we've got the clear liner all the way out to here. Let's go ahead and peel that off. It's almost touching right there. It's super, super close. So let's keep it just dangling like it is. We'll slide this over again. We're gonna push that way. Now you can top load these, and there's nothing wrong with top loading on these. These actually aren't too bad to top load. I like bottom loading. And it's all personal preference. So I can pull that out. Boom. Check my edge. There's no gap here, there's no gap here. The edge is looking good. I gotta go up just a hair here, down just a hair there. And that is that. Go ahead and squeegee. Got that, and I'm gonna take a paper towel. I'm gonna wrap it with one of these hard cards. This is a blue Littlefoot, I think is what they call it. And I'm just gonna bump these edges to get any moisture off. And as I'm doing this, I'm actually getting moisture off the seal too, up in here, because you don't want to roll this up and have any chance of moisture pulling crap back down into it. All right, if my assistant, hold on one second, assistant, don't do nothing yet. Let me hit one more thing. That's good. All right, my assistant, go ahead and roll this all the way up. All right, thank you. Alrighty. go back down through there. I'll wipe this. Now, once I come through here, I'm gonna keep going all the way to the bottom of the seal. I'm gonna squeegee all the way across. All right, now I pulled it out. I'm gonna wipe it on my shirt. And the reason is you want to wipe it on, it doesn't have to be your shirt, but every time you pull it away, wipe it, because any sand or debris that you caught, it's going to be on here. It can scratch stuff. That's it. That's hand cut and install on the roll down window on the Hummer H2 truck. Thank y'all.